New upgrades unlocked. You've unlocked a housing blueprint. Building it will create a new character. Select housing. Select the sheriff's office to build it. It should go here, though. It should go. You've unlocked the itchy finger. What about warfare? I don't have any stone. I gotta build some stone, man. A big boulder to harvest stone. You bounce off of stone, right? So I'm thinking about the ideal placement, and I'm thinking, oh, wait, hang on. Wood increases the harvest time too. I'm thinking we want to place. We got so much gold. This is ridiculous. And then stone. Stone costs us wood. You can also freely move stuff around. Wait, whoa! That's huge because I need you to be there. And then I think I freaking got it. I think I freaking got it. And then what you do is put some freaking stones on the bottom where if you were going to die, the stones will keep you up so you can bounce on more stuff. If you're running low on space, you can expand. Select the expand button. I could easily expand, bro, but I wouldn't say I'm running low on space yet. I don't have enough wood. Let's get some more wheat down here. I don't have enough wheat to get more wood. I think I would save some money, to be honest with you. Maybe do a quick harvest. I'm thinking it's gotta look like this. Can you hit the other wood, please? Oh my god, you're trolling. Play another round to harvest again. You're literally trolling me. Okay, that's cute. That's cute trolling. I know we can't harvest again right away, but we got enough to build 2 more forests. Let's get that going. All right, man. All right, let's play. A disgraced deputy has scattered aim but shoots twice as fast and constantly launches balls if any are available. Game seems good, man. In the demo, I feel like I was positive, but like only to put it in Steam terms, I was mostly positive. And I feel like I've been converted, at least on first impression here. I guess it's technically second impression, but I've been converted to like very positive. Overwhelming isn't in the bag yet, but very positive is in the bag, at least for right now. There's Twitch integration. That's chill. I'm not gonna hold it against it. Okay. Apparently there's also a setting to skip the level up screen. You heal past your health at 20% efficiency, destroy 2 nearest enemies when you're hit at close range, balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire, and do more bonus damage. So we can light an enemy on fire and then shoot it with balls to make more flaming balls. I get it now. How can you sleep when your balls are burning? So true. My balls! I went in a Cocteau Twins directions, but I don't think you'll need me to apologize for that. I guess you can't really do a Cocteau Twins parody, unless you did the parody with, like, real words. Actually, a Weird Al Yankovic Heaven or Las Vegas parody would go kind of crazy. That's an interesting idea, man. I guess we're just gonna stack up some more burn. It's not going that well, to be honest with you. I'm in trouble. Help me. I don't know. We'll see. You want to talk about it? No, I think it's chill. It's all right. I think I need AOE damage. I think I have a chance to take out individuals. I'm suffering when it comes to dealing with the crowd right now. Your sponsored stream worked on me. I bought a Patagonia quarter zip fleece. Honestly, listen, I don't know clothes that well. I don't know if you can get a cheaper quarter zip with the same level of quality, but it's a very workman-like piece of attire. In the fall, the winter, and the early spring, you can rock it as a jacket. You can rock it as a main piece of clothing. You could use it like easily 2 to 3 times a week, and no one would ever complain. It's a ghost ball. I like doing damage in the front. Let's take a ghost ball. And then we should be due for a fusion. Oh no! Just get a sweater? Yeah, it is a sweater. Also, the quarter zip has a, and I'm not saying it's fair. There's a double standard, perhaps. If you wore the same quarter zip 2 times in 1 week, people would go, why are you bringing that up? It's a quarter zip. It's a layer. It goes on top of stuff. But if you wore the same sweater 2 times in 1 week, some nosy little Randall at your office is going to say some shit like, didn't you already wear that sweater this week? And what's messed up is no one would come to your aid, even though it's a disingenuous sort of comment. But that's just the way you can change the world, and that's honorable, or you can just try to survive it, and I think that's what most of us are doing. So that's why I'm on the quarter zip, to be honest with you. You could just say, yeah. In the same column as you. I do like Blizzard, but you know what? The thing is, we haven't, we probably haven't experienced every evolution so far. Let's not just build the same thing over and over. You ever go to Mech? I've been to Mech. Mech, I had a real argument with chat once after I went to Mech. I said, what the hell is this store doing selling ice picks for climbing glaciers? And then my Twitch chat was telling me, oh yeah, that's a thing that a lot of people do. A lot of people climb glaciers. And they need equipment to do so, so where else would they get it? I was like, they had a whole section in the store that was like, here's ice picks and crampons for climbing a glacier. And I said, what the fuck? Nobody does that. And they said, you are stupid. I know 100 people that do that. It's their favorite thing to do. I'd like to level up once, get to I've been told that balls can only fuse from level 3 and beyond, so now all my balls are level 3. Ow! How about an evolution? It's gotta be, oh, but Ninja Star. Ninja Star ball? Oh, man. But bomb? But durian ball? Who knows? I gotta try the Ninja Star. Assassin. Pierces the front of enemies, but not the back. The back does more damage. Especially to the melody of Roll It Slow. Okay, now this is epic. I'd like to just get a bleed ball. I bleed. Me when I'm gonna say track 4 off Doolittle. Can somebody do a Doolittle check? I know I ask for this every day. Track 1's definitely Doolittle. Is track 2 I bleed or is track 2 dead? Am I freaking out? I'm in trouble, y'all. Track 2 is tame. That's right. I knew 4-letter word. Excuse me, you have a fusion. I need that fusion ASAP. Schrader. Excuse me. I wish you'd finish period shits. Someone's got it in for me. See, Yeti, that's how you do it. Period shits. Blowing out the corner of my ass. Whatever. Reach. Oh, you know what? We should return to base and harvest a little bit. The first Lincoln build. Need some more stone to get the boneyard trophy. Okay, maybe it's time to... Nah, I like it as is, man. I like it as is. We're shooting 2 fellas this time. There's definitely a part of me that says, let's send you off this way and just see what happens. Just hit the stone. They did it. I appreciate that. Why did it say, it didn't say any stone was gathered, bro? Oh no, here we go. It's Yeti again. See, librarian, with no disrespect, someone's got their dick in me, they're planting seed in my ass. That has nothing to do with period shits. You're conflating the menstrual cycle with sex. Those are your lyrics? Mogged, I'm afraid. Nah, I don't want to dismantle this tile, I'm just mad. Let's go out. Here we go. Itchy finger in the boneyard again. Damn, his lyrics are this fire? I'm coughing from the damn bit. No, Anon, don't inhale. It doesn't do anything. I don't... See, that's a meme I don't understand. Because maybe I'm working on old knowledge here. This is old head knowledge. I feel like holding it in does something. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Now, I'm not speaking from a ton of experience, but... I think it does something. Nah, it doesn't. I think it does. I think it does. Because you always talk to somebody. It's the same person that'll say some shit like, yeah, I don't know, I just don't get hangovers. And then you're like, well, you're probably not drinking as much as people that do. And they're like, no, I've measured it. I'm drinking the exact same amount. Every single time. I just don't get them. I guess I'm just like a superhero or something. And then you go out with them and they have like a beer and a half and they go to bed at 11 and they wake up the next day like, see, not hungover. You know the type of stuff I'm talking about? You'll always have somebody that's like, yeah, I tried it once. But it like, I guess, I don't know, for some reason it like didn't work on me. And then you see them and they take the hit and breathe it out in like one motion. It's like it doesn't even... It barely even enters their mouth, much less their lungs, much less their bloodstream, man. Like, it's just... Did you meet this guy in 05? Yeah, that's where I met most guys, man. Could be on, probably like 06, because that's when I went to college, but... It's like Chiblee saying blue balls aren't real. I don't want to go through the argument again. Because people are saying the argument gives them bad vibes. Blue balls are real, though. Like, it's like Kevin Costner in Waterworld, man. Dry land is not a myth. I've seen it. That doesn't mean you can't take care of it yourself, but they're real. Not. What about blue waffles? I don't want to talk about it. We'll go level 3. It's a dark ball. Are the blue balls in the room with us right now? Look, if you've never had them, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist, okay? I think it takes a special sort of, like, wasn't that the Chiblee discussion? Is it possible to give yourself blue balls? That, I'm gonna go double laser. I bet they synergize and form like the quad laser from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Okay, yes, they don't turn blue. There's an old wives' tale that, like, they turn blue because they're, like, engorged with blood or something like that. That's not the case. Blood is red. If anything, they would be called red balls. Doesn't even make any sense. But, I think it would be tough to give yourself blue balls. I think blue balls can only happen in a situation where you were like, I'm ready to race my car. And then, 3/4 of the way through someone waving the starting flag, your mom comes home. And you're like, I can't race my car. My parents came back early from the grocery store. I've got to take the keys out of the ignition and go change my oil or something. And then your car, like the gas tank of your car, I don't know automobile stuff that well. Your spark plugs would probably hurt a little bit because they expected like they were gonna race. They expected that they were gonna be shooting sparks into the fuel to cause the combustion to happen to generate some forward momentum, you know? I'm gonna level with you. This one to me seems like a reroll. I just don't like him that much. Enemies explode on death. I love that. The metaphor does not work. I think it works just fine. Do you work for Pep Boys? For me, it was racing 3 times in one day without knowing beforehand. Can I say so? And I don't mean this to be, I'm not discounting your experience. I think for you, that's not blue balls. I think your balls are tired. I think that's like delayed onset muscle soreness in your balls. Your balls have been working too hard. That's a similar kind of pain, but a different origin story. Your balls were like Michael Clark Duncan in The Green Mile. They were trying to hit you with the "I'm tired, boss." Unfortunately for your balls in that situation, though, oftentimes they don't start to hurt until after the deed's already done. You should have made them hurt before the deed was done if you didn't want the deed to be done. Once again, this is a reroll. I don't respect this. More crit in the front. Gunsmith. All characters gain bonus stacks. Now we're freaking talking, man. Increase movement speed by 10%. No, you're trolling. We'll increase our crit chance. We still talking about cars here? The quad laser ball. Oh, I meant false start 3 times in one day? That's rough. I've never been in that. One's bad enough, man. One's bad enough. We need to get something that definitely synergizes. How much gold do I even? I got 20 gold. I will not be re-rolling. I'm not gonna add another laser. I'd like these to synergize, then I would add 2 lasers or something, but give me I'll take the crit chance for enemies in the same column, I guess. It's real. Now, I know that it has been used as an excuse for untoward, ungentlemanly behavior, okay? Now, I'm not justifying that. That being said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Blue balls are real, although they don't turn blue. Full stop. Give me that. Fusion? Okay, fuse me. Then ideally, after this, 2 more lasers would go crazy. That's just another laser. Okay, that's fine though. I'm saving space for 2 lasers and defying gravity. Bigfoot is real even though his feet aren't that big. That's true. That's a great argument. Someone said if they don't turn blue, it's not blue balls, but they call him Bigfoot, but the dude's feet are just like, they're about the size you would expect them to be for a creature that large. His feet are proportional to the rest of his body. You would really think that a creature named Bigfoot would be like, it would be like a head on top of like a fucking huge foot. And that ain't what it is, man. That ain't what it is at all. Do I want Iron Ball? I gotta say no. I gotta say no, Scott. I gotta say no to that one. I'm gonna say yes to that one. Now, Iron Ball might be fake. I don't know. I gotta be real with you guys. It seems like it's going pretty well so far. Any other questions about male health? I got lots of pearls of wisdom about being a man. First, I have to do it because doctors don't want to fuck with you until you're like 58 years old, and then they just want to like make fun of your lifestyle choices. Well, you didn't want to fucking see me until I was old. Of course shit's broken, man. The other one, and I saw someone ask about it in chat, I was going to bring it up independently. I probably shouldn't say this because it's irresponsible, but unfortunately, it's also irresponsible to not tell the truth. So I'm going to tell the truth to you. Yes, sometimes your chest just hurts. Now, please, if you're watching this in the future and I've died of an undiagnosed heart condition, just forget I ever said this, because I'm speaking from experience. But that experience could be, I don't know, maybe I've got like a botched valve or something in there. But you know, they teach you when you're alive on planet Earth, they're like, no amount of chest pain is normal. I'm here to tell you, a little bit of chest pain is normal. And I know why they say no amount is normal, because they don't want to be the person that's like, oh, that's normal, and then you die of a heart attack. But if we're being honest, the vast majority of chest pain is not a heart attack. That being said, if you're use your judgment. Legally, for liability reasons, I have to say, any amount of chest pain, you should go to the hospital immediately, okay? And you shouldn't take medical advice from streamers. But my chest hurts now and then. I'm still here. The end. Then fade the black over the camera. Northern Lion died of a myocardial infarction 3 minutes after his stream ended. I'm re-rolling again. I don't even know what I want, but give me Iron Ball. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. That's what I want played at my funeral. Don't actually do that. Play some shit that's good. Play some fucking Sophie B. Hawkins. Play Horses by Patti Smith. Whatever. We gotta try Ghost Iron Ball. I'm in trouble here. There you go. Play Come on the Tracks. Now you got it, Yeti. You made it work. Goat song, you taking Starless or A Day in the Life? Yeah, I don't know what Starless is. I'm not a real knower. If that's off Horses, I'm gonna be honest with you. I listened to it like 2 to 3 times. And I respect it, but the only song I'm fucking with long term is Gloria. And Gloria is an incredible song. And I'm not talking about the Brett Hull, We Went Blues Gloria. I'm talking about the Patti Smith Gloria. It's King Crimson. I could work on my King Crimson game. Whoops, I meant to take Fusion. I really only know... So I listened to In the Court of the Crimson King, the album, a lot. But I really only remember 21st Century Schizoid Man and the title track. The eponymous track. So I'm behind on that. For sure. Should get back into some King Crimson. I was into Yes for a while, remember that? Still am, I guess. Don't kill me, bro. Heal me, Shibu. Oh my god, they did it? The Madmen? Increase area of effect damage such as lasers. That seems insanely important. As a guy who, I'm assuming like 99% of my damage is created by the laser. Evolution. Ninja Star. Which I don't even think is that good necessarily, but... we take it and then we got more space anyway. It's terrible? Yeah, but it looks freaking cool, man. And... it takes up 1 ball slot instead of 2. Imagine if you could combine your balls, man. What kind of synergies would you want on your balls? Guys, can I be... This is like my trauma dumping after getting gaslit in jackpots. Why were all the dudes yesterday... I guess I'm asking for an honest opinion. Why were all the dudes yesterday talking like it would be awesome to come crazy style? Were they joking? Were they joking, or am I the fool? It would be? It might be awesome to come crazy style, but I think if you were with someone and they came crazy style and it came out of their penis, you would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like if you unleashed like a fire hose or something like that, I think they'd be like, what the fuck is going on? You're a fucking freak. There's people into that? I'm talking about the mean person, okay? The median person, I should say. I'm definitely dead. 2 times volume would be impressive, right? I think it's one of those things that maybe, like, as a guy you care about, but, like, your partner probably doesn't give a fuck, or maybe would just prefer if it was, like, a normal amount. That's just my guess. I'm not saying I'm a source on it, because I'm asking for people's opinions on it, but... I died trying to get the healing potion. I'd like to increase movement speed while harvesting. Drop a bonus gold for every 10 enemies killed in the level. Take me back to the base. I don't know, my partner would be into it. So I think you phrased it, it's weird, okay? And here's why it's weird. You phrased it as if it's a hypothetical. I think what you were saying is your partner, if you came crazy style, your partner who does exist already would be into it. But the way you phrased it and said as, I don't know, my partner would be into it, is like they don't exist, but if they existed, they would love if I came crazy style. It was like you phrased it almost as if you had a fetish for having a partner who has a fetish for producing a lot of semen. It was like a second order fetish. Something, it just, 1 second, I'm linking and building. Something about it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right to me. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, man. Before we build, I got an idea. Can we fit a third one in there? Because if we can fit a third one in there, that's freaking crazy. And that's freaking crazy. I don't have enough resources to do this. Sorry, y'all. We can place 3 more forests as well. We can place 1 more forest. I obviously don't know how to do math. And I didn't place the stuff that I was supposed to place. That's okay. Bonus decks would probably be good. Then, would you give me my stuff back? Nah, I ain't sweating it. We'll just do 1 more run. When the game's fun, it's easy to do 1 more run, man. There they go. Look at them go. Everybody must get stone. Everybody must get stone, bro. 1 stone? Upgradable? I don't know about that. Okay. 110. We got time for 2 more, I would say. Wandering Warrior. What are you? Level 4, level 4? Let's keep playing as this guy for now. Genuinely one of his worst songs. Yeti, I don't respect Bob Dylan enjoyers who start Blonde on track 3. Okay, now let's be real. Big Dragon 420 is not the best song on the album. That's insane. It's, I mean, I don't know where I listen to it every time. I think it's a good song. I think it's a fun song. Best song on the album's got to be Visions of Joanna. You can listen to Bob Dylan's music. At this point, he has so many haters out there that I shouldn't be making enemies of his lovers. But, I mean, I learned it from the man himself, right? I ain't saying you treated me unkind, you could have done better, but I don't mind. No gold. No gold. Okay. You know what? Balls deal more damage, but it decays every time they bounce. And let's just head on apply directly to forehead, bro. You fucking with Steely Dan? Yes, sir. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. I know that's right. I don't know about this build, man. We're gonna need some more balls to make it work, that's for sure. When you catch a special ball, shoot baby balls? This actually might go kind of crazy, because our goal is to basically shoot the ball directly in front of us. So if we shoot it directly in front of us, we'll then we'll catch it and shoot out baby balls. It's kind of an interesting idea. But you actually have to catch the ball. Balls deal 200% damage. Baby balls deal 20% more damage? Interesting. Interesting. Let's put that one out there too. You gotta catch the ball, though. For this to work, you have to catch the ball. Wait, it's working. It's fucking working. Tell the story about the size of your grapefruit balls yet? It was just the one ball. It wasn't as big as a grapefruit. It was as big as a lemon. And that's me being literal. Not putting any extra sauce on it. Which is why they had to remove the hydroseal. But it wasn't even the ball. It was the scrotum got big. The ball itself just happened to be there as well. One in chat if you've ever had a hydroseal. Probably terrifying. It wasn't that bad. Increase the range at which you catch balls by 1 tile? Bro, I'm gonna be catching mad balls. Which is gonna lead to me shooting out more baby balls. Nah, but I had torsion. Definitely worse. You win the nut off, for sure. Worst part of the hydroseal was like the recovery for sure. Like the surgery I was knocked out for, but ripping the bandages off sucked pretty bad. The second worst part was when I was getting diagnosed. I went to get my ultrasound, and the ultrasound technician was the mom of a kid who went to my high school. So that, you know, like, I know there's like doctor-client privilege, but at the same time, you also know there's no shot. That's not coming up at dinner time. Doctor-client privilege, I don't think that extends to their immediate family. You just... at the dinner table, they say something like, "You're not going to believe this, by the way, don't tell anybody." Because if you tell somebody, I might be in trouble. But as long as you don't tell anybody, it's all good. Violating HIPAA over pot roast? It's not a HIPAA violation if it's your husband, your wife, or your kids. It's that simple. And you might say, what about your parents? Well, you gotta draw the line somewhere. It literally is, but it isn't. Yeah, exactly. So you get it, you get it. Let's go vampire ball. Do you have HIPAA in Canada? I don't know, like, all of our shit's being digitized, so I don't think there's any point in, like, having HIPAA up here because the shit is just gonna get, like, ransomwared anyway. I'm not really that pressed about it, to be honest with you. I guess I would be if my medical records were fucked up. So I guess I have some sympathy for it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What do we got? What is this? Brood Mother. 25% chance of birthing a baby ball every time it hits an enemy. Yeah, Life Labs will just give that shit away for free anyway. That's a very good point. Maybe Earthquake. I don't know. Maybe, I feel like Egg Sack would have a synergy here. Let's hodl till Egg Sack. Haunted House. Honked House. Unlocks a new character. Do you lose HIPAA rights when you die? I honestly have no idea, but can I say something that's really gonna piss you off? If I die an untimely death, I'm gonna make it known that my wishes are that my cause of death never gets released. You might say, why? Because fuck you, that's why! You know why I know that pisses you off? Because every time a celebrity or someone I know of dies at a young age, number one thing you're thinking is, what happened? I gotta know what happened. It's in the public's interest to know what happened. You nosy fucking messy drama queens. If that shit happens to me, nuh-uh. Paywall it. Paywall it. Still no cause of death? Take that. Kind of based. It's none of your business, bro. If it happens suddenly, I'm telling you straight up, bet the house on car crash. If I was starting to look a little fucked up on stream, but you know, the bookies will change the odds a little bit in advance. But right now, untimely, we're talking car crash. Nothing else seems super likely. I mean, you could always have some freak accident, undiagnosed medical condition or something like that. Pretty low risk of a drug overdose, I would say, unless they find out that there's lead in bubbly, which would be pretty bad. Let's go. I was thinking it should be Egg Sack plus Brood Mother. This seems like what we're going for here. A lot of chat about dying today. I literally talk about dying for like 25% of every stream. You're not a real viewer. I've outed you. You're not a real NL head. Even worse than dying, I talk about how, like, nobody will remember any of us, and also, like, who gives a fuck? And you'll be forgotten forever. And everybody seems that... I hate the millennial doomerism of, like, well, we're probably part of the last generation of humans anyway, the way things are going. But, like, what if we're not, bro? What if we're, like, 0.001% of the way into human civilization, and we think we're living in the future, but actually we're just... We're only scratching the surface of existence. In that case, being born, like, 100,000 years from now would be cool, because... you would have so much more history to learn, bro. Our history kind of sucks. It doesn't even go back that far. It goes back to the start of, like, writing or some shit. But, like, apart from that, there ain't even that much, man. There ain't even that much there. Vampire burn? It's true, you could always sell some low-quality copper. You ever notice how the vampire burn looks like the emote, let's fucking go? I don't know, I'm just a big believer in the iron ball. Hello, Chibli, by the way. Hello. Welcome, Chibli. I was OSRS, Chibli. Sorry I had to bounce because I was having a good time in chat. And then one person in your chat said, please invite this other streamer to Jackbox. And I got nothing against that other streamer. But I was just like, I can't be in chat. No wonder people get an alt. I'm in my damn downtime. It's like 9 p.m. All of a sudden, people are they're talking to me like a booking agent. I don't even know the next time we're gonna play Jackbox. I've never spoken to this person in my life before. Plus, these days, before you invite anybody to any collaboration, you've got to scroll through everything they've ever said ever online. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. Plus, I'd never heard of him. Yeah, who is this Mr. Beast fella? Seems like a wholesome guy. Gives a lot of money to charity. I'd like a level 3 Spider Queen, please. Get him. Get him. Fuck. I'm gonna fucking die! He's gonna fucking die. He's gonna fucking die. I might be in trouble anyway. I bet Iron and Dark work together, man. Can I say something without it being properly construed as an insane statement? I do, well, it's an interesting thing to say. Give me a second here. Do I think that Mr. Beast is evil? Not necessarily. I think that Mr. Beast is the apex predator of a culture that focused exclusively on social media and getting the bag for like 15, 20 years. And like, what do you expect? If you create an environment like that, you're gonna get some organisms that thrive in that system. So I see him as a product of the system and as a reflection of the system. I don't know, as a human being, I don't know if he's evil or not evil. But I would be so much more interested in his content if he, instead of being like evil adjacent, if he was actually so evil. Because he, with his production values and budgets and ideas, could make some awesome evil videos. Like some Stephen King or like the Running Man style, straight up, like god-awful evil content that would be so fucking watchable. He could be Jigsaw, man. He could be Jigsaw. Jigsaw with the budget, yeah. It could be sick, man. I always think about, and I get, he's like 24 or whatever. I always think about the Mr. Beast interview where he's like, I can't go out to eat dinner with my girlfriend because every hour I don't work is like $200,000 I could have made. And I was like, buy a bond, man. Buy some fixed income, and then you can still get paid a little bit while you're at dinner. You're chilling. You're chilling. Buy the restaurant, yeah. I bought the airline type shit. Fire and lightning, this is the way, man. Didn't he put people in a burning building? No shot. Wait, really? Maybe I gotta subscribe to Mr. Beast. Nobody got hurt, right? It's 5 people entombed at all times. It is, so I haven't seen much Mr. Beast content, but I do love the idea he would like wake up in the morning, pour like a cup of coffee, and then be like, what's on the to-do list today? Let's check on the dude who's supposed to stay in his house for 9 months to get $500,000. Let's record like the sponsored spot for the dude who's been in the tomb for 4 days. Like it's so fucking funny to think about like what a day in the life of Mr. Beast would be like. He's got like 9 video projects going at the same time. Oh shit. Yeah, this is AoE, here we go. The humane conditions on Beast games are pretty bad. Yeah, but that's just like, you know, I'm not excusing it. I'm saying he should get more evil if he wants me to watch his content. Cause like, I don't really care to watch a video, and like in the video they're like, this is awesome, but behind the scenes they're like, you can't have any water. They should film the behind the scenes and release that. And then like, they could just tell me who won the Beast games. I don't really care. It's gotta be a reroll for me, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's gotta be Pressure Wave. Would you open a checking account at his bank? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little sus about the Mr. Beast bank. I think I'd probably just stick with what I got on that one. If Canada Post opens a bank, might show some solidarity by opening an account at Canada Post. It'd be kind of sick to get your mortgage through the post office. That being said, I don't know how practical that is. I'm gonna guess not practical at all. Plus I'm all in on Glizzy coin. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'd have to offload some Glizzy coin, and you know, we're approaching perhaps a crypto bear market. I don't really want to go into cold storage and then like put all my Glizzy coin on the Mr. Beast Bank exchange. Help me. Help me. Look at this. You gonna play this, Apollo? You still here? Apollo, I hate to say it, and this is positive for you, so don't turn off the stream. There's gotta be something. I haven't succumbed to the daily DoorDash yet, but I have been doing, and there's a lot of stuff going on, like in my life right now, and it's all good, but it's like it takes up some time. I've been eating out like a lot more. Like even today, I tried to go to the bakery in the morning to buy a sandwich that I would eat for lunch after the stream, but the bakery was closed. And there was another bakery that was open, but their sandwiches aren't as good. So I said, nah, I'll just hope something happens. I'll hope like a lunchtime solution happens. That just out of nowhere just kind of like solves my lunch problem, and it hasn't happened. So now I was manifesting food, and now I got to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do for lunch. I am still thinking I'm gonna pay my mom to cook meal prep for me. I know I could do it myself, but the thing is, any moms out there, she would actually enjoy doing it. She's meal prepping her. It sounds rude to say this, but she's at a point in her life where she loves having stuff to do. And knowing that it nourishes her only child on this earth is like an extra bonus. I think. I guess I can't say that without consulting her first, but I do have to tell her, I gotta tell her she's dealing with a different type of fella. I'm not at a place in my life where I can soup max. I need big, carby lunches. This is huge. It's Blizzard again. My mom became a first grade teacher because she got bored. Your mom might actually be a hero. I think anybody that teaches, well, like, this is rude. If you teach kids between like kindergarten and 12th grade, I look at you like you're a firefighter. I basically see you as a hero that's holding society up. If you teach college, if you're a professor in college, I don't really give a fuck about you, to be honest. I mean, like, you could be a good person, don't get me wrong, but you're not a hero. You probably resent doing the lectures. But you're just there so you can get like research funding, right? If you willingly, like, kindergarten teachers are 1 in 10,000. You have to be a different type of beast to be like a kindergarten teacher. I think you got to be a different type of beast to teach like the 8th grade. I think you got to be a different type of beast to teach like the 6th grade. We know, like, some of the, like, if you teach like 3rd grade, you're still a hero. But like, that's just like, those are just kids, man. But if you teach like the 9th grade, you're on the fucking front lines of the next generation, man. I teach 7th grade, it's hell on earth. Especially they still got you teaching sex ed, or did RFK get rid of all of that? I can't imagine. I was like 12 getting taught sex ed in the 7th grade. I can't imagine being an adult and trying to teach a room of 13-year-olds like about the menstrual cycle and shit like that. It'd be a fucking disaster, man. What am I fusing here? Blizzard plus dark? I didn't know you could fuse an evolution, man. Now the world has really opened up to us. faster bouncing balls, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, we did the write down a naughty word on a piece of paper, then come up to the front of the class, close your eyes, grab a piece of paper, and read it out loud without laughing. Which someone is, or maybe the teachers were in on the joke, but is easily like one of the funniest fucking tasks that you can do in school. I think maybe the teachers were just like, they thought it was funny to, like a room of 13-year-olds to say like clitoris and shit like that. Maybe they were just laughing. They stopped doing it when I was in school? Nah, cowards. I thought that was a bit you and Dan did. They did it for real at my school. I mean, the bit has to come from somewhere, right? We want to crit and no, we don't care. We want to turret. Teacher scolded me for laughing that day. What's crazy is that clitoris is like a funny word and I'm 36. Cock is a funny word. That's why you say it when you're telling a joke. Penis is a funny word because it sounds like a Greek god or something like that. The Greek god of coming, penis. Like these are funny words. Well, one thing I'll tell you, 7th grade teachers, no disrespect, there's probably many of you in chat. I'll leave the teaching to you, you leave the comedy to me, okay? I'm gonna teach a class, and if they don't laugh, I'm gonna fail them. I'm gonna be like, you didn't laugh at that shit? Why didn't you laugh at that shit? Oh, I didn't think it was the time or the place. F. It's funny as fuck, sorry. You're fucking fired. I don't know how they fail kids these days. You're done, bud. You're still done, bud. I'm done, bud. I don't stand a chance. I'm dead. We got one more in us, I think. Call this, that's ball pit 2.